mighty tough right now. I'm excited for every price that this has hit, but we all knew that these levels or this of what we're seeing right now is coming or was coming. Um, I don't know if everybody has like questions right now, if they're all asking the same thing. What's going on? Should I sell right now? Should I get out? That's all up to you, right? Make these moves however you see fit, react however you want to react. Um, but things are definitely pulling back quite a bit right now. But it doesn't mean that things are over, right? We hit high levels, ridiculously high levels, and I expected this to come at some point. But does this mean that it's over? No. It doesn't mean that it's over. I can see so many things that are dropping hard, right? Fast. And it's definitely interesting. I could tell you there's a couple of leverage trades that I've taken profit on already. Good night, sleep. We needed a cool off. You do, right? The market gets too aggressive and you don't see, and you end up seeing bigger pullbacks. The higher it goes, the more it's going to pull back, right? It's just a fact. So, yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out my link for BTCC if you find an opportunity. If you find a leverage trade that you're interested in, and especially hitting some of these levels, it makes sense to go with BTCC. Check them out. Just make sure you understand and you set your stop losses. This is something that I made aware over in Patreon. Is the fact that BTCC, you don't have an isolated leverage, so it pulls from your overall amount that you have. So you have to set a stop loss for that platform. And it has to be a stop loss where maybe it's your max stop loss or 20% or 50%, whatever you want. But anyways, why going down so fast? It jumped up so fast. That's the reason why. No one expected Bitcoin to reach basically $90,000 in the last couple of days with how far this is risen. Yeah, of course we were due for it, but it's all about the party is finished. I don't think it's finished. Anyways, check out my link for BTCC. It's in the chat. You can get 10% deposit bonus, $500 USDT, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,000 and 40% lower trading fees. And you can trade up to a 500x leverage. I recently have put out a trade here, which is down 37% here. Or not 37%, 13%, 14% for CRO. And honestly, I didn't even make that public. So, but either way, I've just put out that leverage trade there. And it's a less risky leverage trade, but still, every leverage trade is still risky. Feel free to check it out. But yeah, everything seems to be dropping, right? Bitcoin was up to, I think, a high of 89,000, right? I think Bitcoin got all the way up to a high of 89, almost 90,000, hit 90,000 and then dropped down and retraced from there. We knew some of these levels were coming. I just honestly didn't know if it was, 85,000, if it was 87,000, but the fact that it's 89,000 or 90,000 that's resisting from, that totally makes sense. Now, as you hit 90,000, you see Ethereum that's down by 4% in the last hour. You see Solana that's down by 3% in the last hour. BNB 3%. Dogecoin is down by 12 or 13% in the last hour. With the level of gains that we've seen, right? The level of gains that we've seen, if you were one of those people that bought way back when, this is still just the beginning stages. It's just, you look at the fear and greed index, and the fear and greed index shows 86, extreme greed. So when you have greed, what's Warren Buffett say, right? Be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. If there's extreme greed, people are going to be fearful, right? I'm not selling any of my positions. I know of like where this is going to go at the high points for Bitcoin. Yes, amazing to see it get up to those levels. If you think Ethereum's high point for this bull run is a $400 billion market cap, you are sadly mistaken. Solana getting up to $100 billion is amazing to see. Still not the highest point that it needs to get to. BNB, that's still not the highest point. Dogecoin, definitely not. We're going to see that at a level of $1, definitely. XRP was just starting to hit its stride recently and get up to 66 cents, I believe was the high point for XRP. 69 cents was the high point. Sorry. So it got up to a way higher high, and obviously I was very happy with the outcome of it. But did I sell any? No. I still have my entire portfolio over here, which is at $231,000. Just yesterday when I was looking at it, it was at 260, right? You're looking at this at $260,000 here in the last 24 hours, right? And breaking that level, right? So it was at that level, and now it's down here. I didn't sell any. I didn't sell a single bit. The only thing I sold was as I go over to, Margex. I took some of, I think it was Dogecoin. I sold some yesterday, right? And I don't think I sold anything else. I think I was getting close to selling some of my Pepe, like half of my Pepe. But either way, yeah, I think Pepe, honestly, I should take all of that just to realize that profit there. So if not 75%. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna take 75% of this because I wanted to see that. And then I wanted to find a lower point to throw some more in there. So that's going to take out about $750 to add to the overall balance that's there. But then still leave $50 as well as $258 worth of a gain that's sitting there. That's a leverage trade. Anyways, wanted to do that. We also have Ethereum down here, which I could take the entire amount and then reinvest, or I could take half of it. But I think I'm going to sit on where it's at because my liquidation point is $1,800. So I don't think, the only thing is that the P&L is a problem for me because $177 in realized losses because, of fees, that's kind of high, right? So it's still at a high liquidation or a low liquidation point. So I don't have to worry about that, especially where it is right now. But you never know. Anything could happen. It's jumping back now. Watch it. Well, that's good. Again, I put through a leverage trade recently for CRO. Let's see where things are. It's a great time to buy. Absolutely. For people owning outright and people leverage trading, it's an absolutely amazing time to buy to find the right levels. Dogecoin down by 8%, 9%. XRP down by 4 or 5%. Yeah. Back to 60K. What are you smoking? Who said that? I don't think it's going back down there. But there's always a chance. I would say no. Matt all juiced up on Mountain Dew. It's my favorite Matt. The one that yesterday when I was talking about CRO in my last video. Yeah, absolutely. I was all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I didn't actually drink Mountain Dew, but yeah, I was all jacked up because things were up to ridiculous levels. I think when I recorded that video, it was around 18 cents, and then by the time the video posted, it was at 22 cents or something like that for CRO, or 23 cents, and I was behind the scenes. I was even more elevated, more energized with the fact that things were running. Guys, we have 282 people here. If you could hit the like button and get me up to 100 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. I didn't put through a poll today, so I'll put a poll out right now. So yeah, answer the poll, hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel quite a bit. I'm holding. Yeah, this is normal. It is very, very normal. Expect a 5 to 15% dip in a bull market. I typically expect around a 20 to 25% dip anytime you hit a significant price. But yeah, in regular dips, yeah, you could see somewhere around 5 to 15%, but I typically expect a 25% depending on where their significant support levels are. So in most cases it'll be up to like a 20%, but then it'll pick back up fairly quickly. So for CRO at a value of 20 cents, let's say, I know it's higher than that. CRO at a value of 20 cents, you would be looking at about a 4 cent, 5 cent dip in where it was. And what you see is CRO is currently, I think, past that. I think it's at because it went from 23 cents down to 16 cents or 17 cents. Yeah. 23 cents down to 17 cents will give you a 6 cent decrease. Yeah, 20, let's say, yeah, 20, let's go 22 cents because it's starting from here. So 22 cents down to 17 cents, you're looking at about a 5 cent sell off. Now, if this finds a way to drop down to the 15 level, which I feel like is a significant support level, that'll be around the 6 or even 7 cent mark to drop to. So you consider this a bull market. Definitely the start of it. Absolutely. This is the bull market. Is this altcoin season? It's not altcoin season yet. We still are seeing altcoins that makes moves, but it's Bitcoin is still making the same moves, if not higher moves market cap wise than altcoins. So I don't think this is altcoin season yet, but I do think this is a bull market. For sure, it's a bull market. The bull market started in December 2022 when Bitcoin reached its lowest point, which was, or it might have been November, but December is when I think it fully officially started because that's when it started to really pick up. But when Bitcoin hit its lowest point of like 16,000 or so, that's when the bull market started. But whether we're seeing altcoin season, altcoins haven't made the official 100%, 200% moves like we know they're going to make. I told you so. December, buy. I'm looking at 39%, 39% XRP, looking at about a 6 or 7 centro or cent, 6 or 7 cent. I'm looking at about $5 ICP. I'm looking at about $9 Jasmine. Looking at a boat. Looking at a boat at 8 cents. 8 cents at excellent. Okay. I don't know about all that stuff. But yeah. Altcoins ain't moved yet. Just wait. I hear you. I'm right there with you. Altcoins have not moved yet. After inauguration in January 20th, even if it even gets to that point, March, April will be absolutely insane. That's where everything starts. So I don't think that's where the bull market starts, or you mean that's where altcoin season starts? I think in the beginning of the year, I think honestly by the end of this year, we should still see the money trickle in, because typically what we see is Bitcoin runs to a high level. A lot of that money then flows into altcoins, even though we're seeing hundreds of billions of dollars that are flowing into altcoins right now. We're going to see a continuation of that, more hundreds of billions of dollars that are flowing into it. Because if we look at the overall volume, we're seeing higher volume than we've seen in the last bull market, right? We're looking at $348 billion worth of volume, and we're still not even at the peak point yet. We're still not even at the high points where Ethereum is running way further, where BNB is running way further, over $1,000, where Solana is reaching the 150, $200 billion mark, if not more than that. There's still so much opportunity left on the table, and still so much money, right? The volume, the level of market cap and where this has gone to, right? It approached a $3 trillion market, right? It got to $3.03 trillion market cap, and I believe this was the highest point that it's ever gotten to. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I think it got up to, yeah, about a $3 trillion market cap there, and currently we've seen this up to a $3.03 trillion market cap, which honestly is one of the highest points. I want to check to see what the history and volume is, but it's not really giving me that breakdown. They changed this recently, so I don't really know exactly how to fully look at this, because I wanted to click on the volume, but it's not giving me a breakdown of the volume. Here's the Bitcoin dominance that we can look at and how that was, because if we go back all history, we can see, where was it, 2018, 2021, where you see Bitcoin's dominance is at 40%. You see Bitcoin's dominance is at 69, 70%. Bitcoin's dominance was down to a low point of 37% at the end of 2022 before it started to really pick up, and now it's back up to 50 something percent. So yeah, altcoin season index. We, from what it's showing right now, it's still Bitcoin season. It's not altcoin season. We know that for a fact. We've seen some major movement recently where altcoins see $1.2 trillion of a market cap, and we're still, again, not in altcoin season. It's 39 out of 100. We're not there yet. 100 top 100 coins. So it looks like Nero is one of the top. That's a huge coin. It's had, over the past 90 days, 70,000%. That's fantastic. Did anybody get in on this play? Was anybody a part of this? What about GOAT? Anybody a part of GOAT at 700% increase? Dogecoin, 278%. CRO, obviously, a lot of people are here that are a part of CRO. Let me know if you're a part of any of these plays, if you got in basically in the beginning and made these levels of percentages, these levels of gains, right? BTC is at 45%. It seemed like everything, the performance is massive. You have a couple of other things. CAS, that doesn't really look too hot, right? Down 16% over that time. It's a lot of information, and it's good. But look how far. This is like Steph Curry's career three-point attempts or three-point makes versus everybody else. That's what it looks like. Why is Jasmine do so shit, Matthew? I don't understand it. Performs, and I waited so long for this moment. Am I in Jasmine since 30% of a penny? This makes me feel angry. Why does it make you feel angry? If you're in it from 30% of a penny, you're up a massive amount. Yes, I understand there are other things that look like they're moving and getting more attention than others, but we are not in altcoin season yet. As you can see here, we are not in altcoin season, meaning that we can see things that run, but we're not going to see absolutely everything that runs. When altcoin season truly is upon us, the level of an impact is going to be massive for everything. Coins that you wouldn't even expect would run are going to be running a ridiculous amount. So therefore, the coins that we expect to run are going to run even more than what we think. That's why I always come out and say that CRO is going to be worth more than you think. Jasmine is going to be worth more than you think. XRP is, because most people are like, oh, you know what, I'm settling on this. And yes, you see these predictions out there, but then you go back to like, what do I really think is going to happen? So I still hold all my Jasmine coin. I bought at a higher price than you have. I bought at 40% of a penny. So with me holding that much, it should give you a little bit of hope in understanding exactly where we all believe Jasmine coin's going to go. For a brief moment, everything was crashing very, very hard. And honestly, that's not really the case right now. 18 minutes in, that's not really the case. I do want to check my leverage trade here and see how things are performing there. So it looks like on that leverage trade, I'm up $25. So basically what I lost in my last trade that I had there. So that's good to see. I don't know what time this was when it was at that. It was 6:05, 6:50, or no, 6 o'clock. Do you suggest continuing a liquidity pool or hodling? What do you mean? Continuing a liquidity pool or hodling? He's a rookie, doesn't know how to trade or invest. Me? This dude is up almost 10x in Jasmine and complaining. Well, I mean, you want to see everything move. This is what I've said so many times. I've said this in a lot of videos, is that no matter how much you're up, no matter how much you ended up making in the end, like you could be 20x, 30x, 100x up, but it's always a what have you done for me lately situation. In investing, if it's not moving right now and everything else is moving, you're jealous. And that's just how it goes. I've felt that way a lot of times, that everybody else is moving or everybody else's position is moving, but I have to remind myself of, what trade I'm in and, start to do a little bit more research into it to tell me, kind of when this is going to move or where it's going to move to and all of that. I have to remind myself that this is my investment. They had their investment worked out. And if you have that as well, it's great to see. But if you don't have it, then you have to live with what you invest into and stick to your strategy, right? It's as simple as that. So yeah, the market is up to, let's go ahead and refresh this to show you where the market is. The market is up to a $2.19 trillion market cap. It does say that it's still up 4.4% just based on the level of increase that we did see over the last however many days, or a day actually. We saw a level of increase. It was crazy to see Bitcoin run from that level, which was like 70,000, I think, to yeah, I think it was like, was it 75,000 all the way up to 89,000? It's crazy how much leverage you take in futures trading now. So after you see a level of an increase, especially when it comes to newer trades that you made, like more like recent trades, for BTCC, I actually took out all of the trades that I did have there and made $600 on it. And now you kind of start from scratch. You can do one of two things, right? When you're leverage trading, you could do where you take half of the position, take your initial investment plus a little bit of profit, leave the rest that's in there, so you keep your low cost bases. And then you could take some of that profit and invest that into newer positions that you didn't have, that you feel like are going to run again or going to bounce again. So that's what I typically do, is take 50%. Right? If I'm up 300% on my play, I take 50% and take what was profit as well as what was my initial investment. And I'll sit on my initial investment, the profit I'll throw back in there and find a way to find something that I see is going to run again. So you have to continue to reinvest, but reinvest sparingly, and you have to reinvest safely, right? Because as you hit some of these higher points and you're reinvesting in some of these levels, the leverage has to come down, right? You can't just sit here and do a 50x leverage while the price has spiked by 110% over the last couple of days. You just can't do it. While it was up 140%, now it's only up 110%. You can't put in 50x leverage or 25x leverage. You have to do like a 5x leverage, 3x leverage is what I've done for my CRO position. So what wallets do you hold your cryptos on? A lot. So I have Coinbase, I have Crypto.com, I have Kraken, I have Margex, I have BTCC, I have MetaMask, I have Coinbase wallet, I have Ledger wallet, I have the Phantom wallet, I have I think that's it, but I think there's more. Oh, I also have Uphold, and I have some cryptocurrency that's sitting over in Fidelity. So I have about 11 different platforms where things are at. I'm not a fan of doing an all-in-one scenario.
Michael Parker donated $5 through Super Chat. Crow is the way to go. I took 5K profit from my Crow staking rewards. This time next month I will upgrade to the Obsidian card, God willing.
That's amazing. First of all, that you were able to take 5K profits, because I understand that some people are like, why are you taking profits now? Thinking about it, like, why are you taking profits now? Maybe they're typing it up. Don't take profits now. There's so much room. Look, take whatever your strategy is, especially when it comes from your staking profits. Whatever your strategy is, stick to that strategy, believe in that strategy, and then you'll be fine, right? I'm happy with the fact that you were able to take some profit. There's a lot of people that will not take any profit at all, even though they question it. If you start to question it and you start to take screenshots, then you should probably find or have an exit plan strategy that's close to where you are, right? What do they say? If it's good enough to take screenshots, it's good enough to take profit. That's kind of what you need to do. Thank you for that super chat, Michael Parker. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother, for the information. What are your thoughts on UFO and Myria? I haven't looked at it. I'll have to go into those in a little bit, but I haven't looked at it. This pullback is when we sell our weak coins and flow that into the strong coins. That's not a bad strategy to sell your weak coins, whatever you feel like your weak coins that exploded. The problem is that a lot of those weak, like really, really weak coins are going to run in the true altcoin season, right? So you're going to see people that invest into things like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Jasmy Coin, Ethereum, and ADA, and all the coins that are big names. Then you're going to trickle down to the ones that have some sort of a name, some sort of a push, but not really that much. And then you're going to see that money also trickle down to other investments, other opportunities. And that's where, honestly, a lot of people can make a ton of money, where you find something that's unexpected and you throw $1,000 into that, which could be a big risk, and it turns into $100,000 because it wasn't expected by most. That's the same thing that happened with Dogecoin. It was unexpected to run. Many people were saying this is not going to make a move, but there were a lot of people that were like, this is going to run. And with that large group of people that were not expecting this to run, it ended up running to a ridiculous level. Then those people that didn't expect it now started to FOMO into it. Same thing happened for Shiba Inu. Same thing happened for Pepe. Same thing happened for ApeCoin. Same thing happened for so many other projects that are out there. And you have to find those opportunities. The problem is that no one truly knows what that opportunity is. It could be the weakest project, and then all of a sudden, boom, it skyrockets. And that's why I have a farm coin in my possession. That's why I have a krill coin in my possession. That's why I have a lot of other projects as well, or a couple of other projects that maybe people don't mention as much or mention at all. Let me get out of here and go to my assets. So I have a couple of other positions, right? I have farm coin that people may be sleeping on. I have krill, people may be sleeping on. API 3, I feel like people are sleeping on that, and I have 2,000 of it. Honestly, I probably should get more. Anchor, I feel like people are sleeping on that for altcoin season. Alchemex, that's another one. Swift Coin could be one. So I'm looking for ones that have a large potential to run, but aren't necessarily the most popular. You know what I mean? Like they're set on a popular exchange in a popular place where a lot of money is flowing. Because what people are going to do is, as they're on Coinbase, they're like, well, what has a better opportunity? What can I explore and see what's happening here, right? So maybe I'll just search by market cap and just look at the lower market caps, and maybe I'll get into some of these plays, right? Whatever you have the ability to invest into. I don't think you have the ability to invest into everything that's here, but if you do go through this and say, all right, this is at $1.2 million, I want to invest into that because I feel it's going to go a lot further. And that's something that I've done over in Kraken, but I didn't do it over here yet. And I don't think I'm going to. Maybe I will. I might take $1,000 and do that at a lower level and see what that turns out to be. But I would have to find, because a lot of these, there's a lot of coins in the like not tradable portion. So what people are going to do is they're going to search and they're going to go, let me look for something that has a little bit of popularity, has the volume, but also hasn't really picked up yet, you know? Guys, we have 500 people here, and I would love to get to 250 likes. If you can hit that like button, please do so. It does help out the channel. Actually, let's see. We got... Should we do... I think we should do a giveaway today. I think we should do a giveaway. We have to definitely get to the same level of likes as we do concurrent viewers. If we have 500 views, 500 likes, let's give away some cryptocurrency today. I feel like it's due, right? Which cheap coins we thinking got potential for the highest returns? Of course, we're trying to see that, but there's a lot of suggestions that are out there. Gaming and AI is my focus. I hear you. I have meme coin Solana and can't wait. I have a meme coin with Solana and I cannot get it off Tangem. Tangem? Because Solana has congestion. I can't swap it or sell it on Tangem. Lots of profits lost. Yeah. I actually have seen recently, I tried to make a trade last night. I was a little bit confused. I tried to actually sell my USDT because I have USDT on there, and I tried to convert that into cash, and it wouldn't allow me to do it. It said that I have to put through a limit order, no market orders in this market, in this kind of market, because things are flourishing. They're looking crazy for a lot of people, but I'm not sure if that's the same thing this morning. We'll have to see. Yes, giveaway, please. Good stuff. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Trump gonna buy 1 million Bitcoin with tax money? Probably. Really enjoying all the crypto streamers. Been a fun ride. Still enjoying it. You all great. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Hey, hook me up. Let's ride the wave, brother. Yeah, I don't know how I would do it because we have 500 people here, so it would be very difficult to do a crypto giveaway. And for anybody that's on Twitch or X, I'm doing the giveaway on YouTube, so it's not going to be on those platforms. I got stuck in MAGA. I still have MAGA Trump. I still have it, and it ran up a little bit, didn't it? From what I saw, it was up like maybe 11%, but it wasn't up crazy. But I expect more than that. So we're gonna see that through. I did invest, what was it, $2,000 into it. So yeah. Good morning, Matt from Canada. I got in late 2021. Should I take profit every time it spikes like this, or am I delusional to wait for a 1000x? Whatever the coin is, if you get what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. There's it's very difficult to take profit. And honestly, when you do stuff like this, anytime it runs up, timing the market is insanely difficult, because what happens is you end up questioning yourself as it gets too low. You question yourself as it gets too high. So let's say you're in a scenario where Bitcoin just reached $80,000. You're like, $80,000 is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and sell my Bitcoin. I made a decent amount of money, and I'm going to wait for it to come down and buy back in. Well, now, as you sell at $80,000, you should be happy with the gains that you had, but it just went to $89,000 in a matter of that same day. And you're like, okay, I missed out on a huge amount of gains. Should I now buy back in? And now you questioning that, you'll ask many people and you'll search for the answer that you want, which is to buy back in. Then you'll end up buying back in and you'll lose everything that you just gained through that Bitcoin.
Niru donated 30 Malaysian ringgit through Super Chat. How's it going, Matt? Long time brother. Keep an eye on the fear and greed index.
Oh yeah, I keep an eye on that. Well, thank you for the super chat, by the way. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that the whole time. I've been looking directly at it. So on the screen, 86 fear and greed. You obviously see the extreme greed, and people are going to sell. But like I was saying, when you have certain levels like that, and you reach these high levels, and you're making so much money, people are ready to time the market. My CRO was up to $80,000. I invested a total of $40,000 into it or so, and it's up to $80,000. Double my investment. Not only just double my investment, but double $40,000. It's an extra 40 grand, right? Should I take the profit? No, right? There's so much room for growth there, and I'm not looking to just time it so that I can take that profit and then reinvest it at whatever the low point is, because I will continue to overthink it and question it every single time. Now, if it was a short-term play, like I had $5,000 over here to specifically trade short-term, then yes, I would do that, right? Take the $5,000, turn it into 6,000, take it all out, find a way to invest that $6,000 into something else, and hopefully I can grow that to 7 and 8 and 10 and 9 and 14 and 79, whatever. I wanted to grow it to a lot higher. That's really the plan for that. But for my long term, it's not about selling at this high point and timing the market perfectly, because, like many have said, time in the market beats timing the market. Now, too much time in the market for a speculative market could be bad. So you want to make sure you understand where altcoin season is, and also have an exit plan on what you want to accept, and not reinvest it back into there and trade with emotion because you made money from it before. You know? Matt missed the beginning. I read that. Wait, did I read that? Good morning. Do you think run will continue, or are we going to continue to crash? So honestly, the crash isn't as strong as it was when I first started this video. You saw many things that were like Solana was below the $100 billion market cap, and now it's approaching being above it. And we're seeing a little bit of a recovery here. Even Bitcoin, instead of sitting at 86,000, we're now sitting at 87 and approaching 88. So it's not as strong as it was. And you're even seeing, instead of Dogecoin being down 11%, it's down 6%. You're bound to see these levels of retracement, but it does not mean that the bull market is over. It doesn't mean that the gains are over. You're going to see levels that it needs to come back to. It can't just go up the entire time. People are going to take profit. So as it gets to 44 cents, it comes back down to 37 cents, increases back up to 39. Now, this could be a scenario to where it starts creating higher highs and higher lows, but that all depends on where we see it hit, right? If it hits maybe this level, or this level of like 40, 41, 42 cents, and then starts to retrace again and create lower highs and lower lows, that can lead to a further retracement, right? Obviously seeing a 25 to 30% retracement to 33%. That's what I'm expecting. I don't expect a 50% retracement, but we have seen it in the past. And we have also seen liquidation trades that can add to that. With all of the leverage trading, even though I'm adding to that because I have a leverage trading platform in my chat, with all of the leverage trading, there can be liquidation trades at any stage. No matter if we're at a bull market or obviously a bear market, we can see a liquidation trade that happens. And it just doesn't look good for the entire market. So while people are saying, oh, it's at $80,000, I'm going to put in a 5x leverage or a 10x leverage or even 100 or 500x leverage, that can then create a liquidation train and push it down to where it's dropping further than what the expected retracement is. Does that make sense? What is your exit strategy, man? Which month in 2025 can we see the top? I would love to see mid-year to see the top. So I would expect to say somewhere around the May, June, July mark. A lot of times we do see that, and then we start to see it kind of level out, hit some of these highs, and look like maybe it's going to retrace a little bit. And by the time it gets to the end of November, we could see some sort of a pullback there. Now, I'm hoping that we see more consistency, but I'm hoping for a longer plateau period so people can make whatever moves they want to make, rather than just a high point and then all of a sudden reverse field. Because is Bitcoin at $100,000 the high point? I don't know, right? I would say a lot of people have in their sights $120,000, $150,000, but Bitcoin at $100,000 just seems significant, right? Very significant, and we were at $90,000, and we're approaching that again. It's not crashing, just breathing, people. Yeah, let market come to you. Yeah, it may be a huge buy opportunity. Altcoin season index chart is a great tool to use. Shows whether we're in altcoin season. Yeah, I've used that earlier today. Guys, Roaring Kitty CTO on Ethereum. Don't sleep on this giant. I haven't heard of it. Well, now I'm hearing of it. Guys, if you could hit that like button, please do so. We got 600 people that are here, and we got about 300 likes. I would like to get to 400, 450 likes, or get me to what the concurrent viewer likes count is. So feel free to do that. Also, if you guys want to check out the link for BTCC, if you guys are interested in leverage trading, feel free to do so. You get 10% deposit bonus on this. You'll also 10% deposit bonus above $500 that's invested, $10,000 extra bonuses per user up to $10,000, and then 40% lower trading fees. You can also do up to a 500x leverage. I've been utilizing it for a little over 3 weeks now. I've also been utilizing Margex, but now we have like this trade over here where I'm up $60 on this trade that I just recently made. And I'm expecting a lot more growth there. I want to see that go up a lot further and be able to profit off of that as time goes on. But you can do this, and I want to suggest that you guys take it easy on the leverage, right? I'm doing a 3x leverage. Don't go out here and just do a 500 or 50x or 100x leverage, because that is insanely risky. If you don't understand it, don't go out and do it. So feel free to check out my link for Margex down below. Or not Margex. Well, you can check out Margex, but also BTCC down below and in the chat. So someone said, sorry, Matt, but I don't like the clickbait. So there was no clickbait. It was definitely crashing as I started the video. Things were down a massive amount. Dogecoin was down by 12%. You see that BTC dropped down to 86,000. Many things have fallen down pretty hard, but now we're starting to see that reverse field, which is great, because as you look at, again, BTC, not BTC, CRO, it was up to 23 cents and then crashed all the way down, or even from this level, 22 cents, all the way down to 16 cents here. That is a large fall, right? You're dropping by 20%, 20 plus percent, almost 30%. So yeah. So yeah, YouTubers need clickbait time. Look, again, what was happening when I started the video has completely changed in 43 minutes. So anyways, it was a drop. Things did fall down pretty heavily, and the market is starting to recover, and hopefully it continues to do that, right? Because we just reached, and I said in my my video that I did on Patreon that I was looking to make this trade of CRO and how you can profit off of it with a 3x leverage or 5x leverage or something like that. And I showed people I made that investment, and now again it's up to 18 or 19 cents again. So great to see that recovery. Do I want to take any of this profit? Maybe. As it gets to maybe the 200 moving average, I'll probably take that profit that's there. It's a simple, maybe 30, 40, 50% gain. It's just a correction. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit further than just a correction, but yes. Essentially, you're right. 50% is a crash. If the stock market drops by 7%, everyone is panicking. I don't know what you're talking about. So anything, when things are dropping a drastic amount in a short period of time, yeah, that's something that you should talk about and say that, hey, everything crashed, and maybe that needs to be changed to everything crashed and now it's recovering. But I'm just going to leave it how it is because that's how the video started. I don't want to have to redo the title every 5 seconds. Anyways, we're not here to talk about why the title is the title. We're here to talk about things that are happening in crypto right now. We've already established why the title was the title in the beginning of the video. It's just anybody new that's coming in here doesn't understand why I'm talking about this. Maybe you're just waking up. So,
Free Diglets donated $5 through Super Chat. I am scared, baby.
first of all, love the name. Three Diglets. Don't know why, but I really like the name. You're scared, and I don't know who you're calling baby, but you're scared. You shouldn't be scared. Right now, many people are. Well, I guess maybe you should be, right? Because people are greedy. So you want to be fearful while other people are greedy, and be greedy while others are fearful. So it depends. Right now, the market index shows that greed and fear, or fear and greed index, is at an 86. And maybe it since has shown a better fear and greed index. It's still sitting at 86 no matter what. It hasn't really come down, even though the market has dropped significantly, and now it's starting to recover again. I think he means he's not scared. I don't know. He says I'm scared. I go with what I'm not. I'm not trying to read into it like I'm reading a book and trying to see what the author is thinking. But anyways, what should we give out? I'd have to buy something. Should I give out 100? Just 100 XRP? Does anybody have everybody have an XRP wallet? Because XRP is fast. It's a liquidation event. It has to happen so we can go higher. It was a big drop, so a bounce flows follow the retest of lows. What's your price prediction for CRO 2025? Is the moon in sight? The moon is definitely in sight, depending on what you see the moon is. But yeah, I think for my price prediction for CRO, what I want to see is a level between $1 and $3. But the level of growth,
Nero
ultimate
donated
growth.
6 Malaysian ringgit through Super Chat.
Thank you for
The
that.
market needs a timeout, grin.
That's true. It does. It does really need that timeout. Anyways, $1 to $3 probably the level, but longer term, as you look past this bull run into the next bear market and into the next bull run, maybe even further than that, I expect to see tens, maybe even $100 for CRO, as we see many things that start taking off, the quarterly burns that happen with it, the competition between BNB or Binance and Crypto.com. I expect a lot out of CRO. That's why I'm going to be holding for a very long time. But I do have 370,000 CRO, which right now is at a value of $70,000 or $69,000. So, and I also buy CRO every single day, $10 of CRO every day on Coinbase, which is currently sitting at $5,000. So I have 27,863 here. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with where it stands, especially at 20 cents. Like I should give out CRO. All right. How about I give out $100 of CRO? All right. I'm gonna do guess the number. Guess the number I'm thinking of. Ready? It's between 1 and 500. It's between 1 and 500. Go. Hopefully I can keep track. If I don't get it and you're first, I apologize, but I will try and keep track as best as possible. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. Get me up to 400 likes, 450 likes. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. There's so many chats that are coming through. This is going to be, oh my goodness. Okay, maybe there's so many. I should do it to slow chat. Oh, it's skipping. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it now. That's a good guess, 4.99. That was the first first thing that I had. Some people are getting close. I think this is a number. I don't know if everybody's going to get it. Oh, it's skipping. Stop doing that. Stop it. Let's see. Guess the number I'm thinking of. Somebody got really close. Somebody's really, really close. Oh, no. Well, it's going to have to be the first time that I see it. Holy. Why is this moving so fast? Stop it. That was the second guess that I had, and I'm missing some. This is not good. It's not good. Oh my goodness. Still not getting it. Uh, this is very bad. This is a lot of people, and I can't see anything. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the first time that I see it because I'm pretty sure someone might have said it by now with this many chats that's going through. Um, Holy cow! You still haven't said it from what I'm seeing. People are getting close. You know, that person got really close, 10 away, and the other person was 10 away the other way. Oh shh! What happened there? Uh, um. All right, it's in the 400s. Oh, got it. Got it. Rising Ashes. Rising Ashes. That's the first time I've seen it. 447. That's the first time I've seen it. I'm sorry if anybody else said it beforehand, but things skipped multiple times. It's the first time that I see it. My first one, Rising Ashes. Do you have a Twitter? I just made you a moderator. Rising Ashes. Do you have a Twitter or anything? Because you can't put the. Okay, stop. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. The person reading this is awesome. That was fun. I mean, yeah, it kind of messed with my eyes a little bit. Yes, you have a Twitter. Okay, send me a message on Twitter. Well, first, let me know what your Twitter is, because there will be many people that send me messages and saying that I'm Rising Ashes. So first, let me know what your Twitter is. You are a moderator right now, so I know where you are. Um, Tell me what your Twitter is. What did I win? Do you have? What would you prefer? CRO, XRP. What cryptocurrency would you prefer? It's $100 in whatever cryptocurrency you prefer. I would say something easier that I already have, because I can go and buy some right now, but I am Rising Ashes. CRO. Okay. Do you have crypto.com? Where give me your CRO wallet address. You got to send me something, or not send me something. You got to send me your Twitter account. There we go. Fic pass fin. Okay. All right. Let's go here to messages, and yeah, send me a message. Um, if that's your Twitter account, then, or maybe I'll just search for you. Maybe I'll search for you, which will be weird because I always tell people if anybody sends you messages, don't. Um, is your thing Z Grave? I'm Ashes Rising. Never share your wallet publicly. Uh, Sharing your wallet is fine. Just don't share your public keys. Yeah, I mean, there's always people that can find a way in. So, yes, you're Z Grave. Okay, can you message me? Um, because I can't message you. So you message me. Oh, I don't typically like to follow a lot of people, but I'll follow you and then you message me and then I'll unfollow you because I don't like to follow a lot of people. He said 443, not 447 or 448. No, it's not 448. It was 447. That was the number that Rising Ashes said. Yeah, again, it's the first time that I see it, so that was not the best way to do that, but I don't see a point in letting someone know your addresses when all transactions are public. Yeah, I mean, there's no problem with sharing your address, but I never really trust anything, even though all of those transactions are public and you can see somebody's address. If someone could steal your money through your address, then um, yeah, if someone could steal your money through your address, then they would just go on they would just go on uh, what is it, Etherscan, and they'll just take a bunch of addresses and just steal money from them, right? That's I never said 447. Oh, then you deserve something if you never said 447. Okay, there we go. All right. Uh, you have an you have an Ethereum wallet. You should be able to get um, CRO. It depends what wallet you have. Right? If you have MetaMask, then you can technically get Kronos on the Kronos chain. But I believe you can also get CRO on the Ethereum network as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this was definitely good. It's definitely great. Um, what's going on here? Import these tokens. Yeah, it was definitely great to have all of this here and do all of this. It was fun, but There we go. Is that I don't know if I could send. Do you want ETH? Okay. So I guess I'll see if. Okay. So I'll just send ETH. If that's a Ethereum wallet, then I'll just send ETH. And that'll be easy to do from my Ethereum wallet, so that's better. The problem is I don't know what the fees are looking like. But we'll see. It's not high at all. Okay, let me just make sure, double check, confirm. It should take, it could take 15 minutes because it's Ethereum. It's not, could take a little bit of time. All right, so we got 447 people that are here. That's funny that we have that because that's the number that I chose. We have 447 people that are here, and we have 435 likes. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to be here with me. We are since recovering quite a bit from the last hour and what has happened. Yes, Ethereum is still not at the 300 or 3,300 mark. But we're since seeing a little bit of green in the past hour. Yes, over the last 24 hours, things are still looking up, and Dogecoin is approaching the 40-cent level again. So we're not crashing anymore. You said it's rigged. I don't know if it's rigged. Let me know when you get it. Thanks, Matthew. Very cool. Appreciate it. Let me know Rising Ashes when you receive it. Just so that I know you did receive it and that I didn't just send $100 out to no one. So multiple wallets are a necessity in crypto, in my opinion. I agree with you. I think one, you need different types of wallets as well as money in different networks. Right? So whether it's BSC, whether it's Ethereum, Chronos, Solana, you need to make sure you have that because there's so many people that you can transact with, but you might not be able to if you don't have the specific side of things, and you would have to convert, do all this other stuff. So you got it? Perfect. Okay. Great to hear. And thank you for joining and staying consistent and putting out so many numbers. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody, but it definitely was a little hectic with that many people. Typically, I do that with like 200 people to maybe 300 people, but doing it with 500 to 600 people was a lot. Sending ETH in this market is suicide. It was only $1. It only costed $1 to send 100 ETH or 100, not 100 ETH. That would be crazy. I hope I didn't send 100 ETH. It was only $1 to send $100 worth of ETH. People with leverage and options checking out, no biggie. Yeah, maybe that's true. I've had a couple of leverage trades that I did the same thing, so it makes sense. So we are seeing it get up to the 50 moving average, and then looks like it's resisting from that point. So we could be it could be stair stepping on the way up, creating higher highs and higher lows, or in the grand scheme of things, could be creating a lower high, lower low scenario. That's always the option where you could see this downward trend that starts to kind of flow and form. So be careful in what you're investing into and how much you're investing. This video is clickbait. It wasn't. It wasn't at one point. I'm going to be honest with you. Thought things were going to continue to go south. And I was ready for it. I was ready to find certain lows that I may have missed out on and bought those positions, but it reversed. You can see here, this is exactly what happened with everything else that's in the market, right? It dropped down. We saw the lower highs, lower lows, and then it started to pick up again, right? Um, so while that looks aggressive, it was aggressive at the time, literally from uh, 4 o'clock in the morning when I woke up to when I saw it. I was like, all right, this is looking pretty hectic here. But yeah, it opened up an opportunity. If everyone hit the like button, in the way wait the way they join in on guessing your number, you would have you wouldn't have to ask for the likes 24/7. I don't think I ask for them 24/7, but I do ask for them just because it reminds people to hit that like button. But they should hit the like button on the way in. Typically, what we see is about 10% likes to views, and right now we're sitting at about 4,600 views, and we have 464 likes. It's always around the same. 10% of people hit the like button. It's never really the rare case to where you get 20%, 30% that hit the like button is based on some sort of incentive thing, right? And the only reason we got here was because of that incentive thing. And honestly, I didn't tell people that we had to get to a certain like count in order to do that giveaway. But yeah, things are looking still good in the long term when you look at it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, many others are still looking really, really good. Dogecoin, again, 40 cents. XRP up to 64 cents. It's up 10%. What's moving the most in the past 24 hours? We have Azos, am I saying that right? Network, up 38%. Dogecoin, 33%. Kronos up 23%. And some others, right? Bonk 16%, and Brett and Render and XRP and many others that are moving. Hey brother, what's the best and safest way to exit the market from CRO app? To cash to the bank? Do you need multiple wallets for that too? I'm new to this. Um, I'm at 85K right now, so I'm freaking out. What's the best and safest way to exit the market? So when you're on the CRO app, just know that it's so the way that you take or you sell on the CRO app, you're gonna have a difference in what the price is and what your sell price is. And sometimes it's a larger difference, sometimes it's a smaller difference. So let's say you're at $1, right? Um, there are times where you're going to go ahead and sell, and you're like, all right, I want to get out of this position, and what they're going to sell you at is 95 cents. So it's going to be a 5 cent difference. And that could be a massive amount compared to, depending on how much you have. Now, if you're at $85,000 first, congratulations. I don't know how much you gained, but congratulations for having that much and being able to gain that much from CRO, whatever that number is or percentage is. But it's fairly simple, right? You can sell on the crypto.com app and then go right to cash from there, and you can go directly to your bank from there. You don't have to have another wallet, be more complex in any way. You just sell on crypto.com, and then if you have your bank account hooked up, you can then deposit directly into your bank account. Now, you would want to sell not to stable coins. You want to sell it to, your fiat wallet, your USD, in there, and then you can cash that out whenever you want to. If it's USD, it's never going to change in price. You're always going to have that much. So whatever the process takes for you to withdraw it is a whole nother process, maybe to set up your bank account and everything. But and it should be already set up if you funded your account from there. But yeah, you can deposit and withdraw directly from the CRO app. It's fairly simple. I don't think it was intentionally clickbait. I think it was the first choice of words that came to mind the moment of him creating the live. But that's a pullback, not a crash. I mean, I don't know. When I see something drop by, if I see the market, let's say it's the stock market, if a position dropped by 30%, would you consider that a crash? Yes. Overall, when you look at in the last 24 hours, because they only do it by a 24-hour cutoff, um, you're still looking at a gain. But if we went from a certain cutoff, maybe it was 4 in the morning, to where to the next day, or 4 in the morning the next day, right? You would be looking at a 20 to 30% drop. For CRO to go from 23 cents down to 16 cents, that is a massive drop, right? That is crashing, borderline crashing. Now, the recovery is strong, right? I typically look at a retracement somewhere between like somewhere around the 20% level, right? But you're looking at a 25 to 30% level, if my math is correct, right? You're looking at a drop, right? A pretty hard drop. What is that? From 23 to 16? You're looking at 7 cents. That's a pretty strong drop. That's the way that it looked like. But yes, it was the quick choice of words where it's like, you have a huge sell-off. You have things that are crashing, but now it's not, right? It's, not fully recovered. And at some point, when you look at different positions, like if you go into Dogecoin here, and you look at Dogecoin from here to here, that's a pretty significant drop. 43 cents all the way down to 37, borderline 36, right? 37 cents. That's a good, what, 7 cents that's there? 7 cents that drops. For CRO, that's dropping 7 cents. For other things, it may drop even more. So when we look at the cutoff from here to wherever we are, it's going to be lower unless we see it bounce off of there, pick up, break through this 44-cent level, and then all is forgiven, right? So I understand where you're coming from. Such a petty thing, no need to talk about it. Yeah, it's fine. Not clickbait, motherfuckers waking up late. Yeah, probably. That's true. But I get what you're saying. I mean, no one needs the panic of a crash, but honestly, we need the prices of whatever that panic actually is. We need the recovery of the fear and greed index uh, based on that panic. Like we need some, settling of the RSI for a little bit. It will never end. It's people who aren't capable of interpreting things in different ways who just like to hear themselves talk. Yeah, I hear you there because I like to hear myself talk. All right, guys, we have to get out of here. I know we have 500 people here, and we want to talk about cryptocurrency more. We want to see things flourish. And yesterday, as soon as I got off, things skyrocketed. Maybe that's the case. I need to get off, and then things will absolutely run to a whole nother level. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel for Twitter, for Patreon, those. Also, if you want to sign up for BTCC, the link to that is in the chat. The link to that is in the chat, and we're looking at a 10% deposit bonus for $500 or more. You also have extra bonuses of $10,000 per user, as well as 40% lower trading fees, and you can leverage trade if you want to. So feel free, before you go, sing us a song. My voice is not warmed up yet, so I can't do that. But anyways, 500x leverage if you want to. You can also make decent trades over here on this platform. Just make sure you're setting yourself a stop loss, whether that's at the complete loss of whatever you have in there or it's at 20% or something like that. Make sure that you're setting yourself a stop loss. And again, while we see this kind of pulling back from the 50 moving average, don't count out the lower highs and lower lows here. So Yeah. But yeah, feel free to check out that link. You can also check out my link for Margex, where you can join the copy trading portfolio. This is the time where I'm actually taking, a lot of, the profit. I just took $800 a day before that. I took $800 a day before this. So, or today. So, you're going to see that more profit comes in the door. And right now with my copy trading portfolio, while it is at a negative, it's going to be, a lot more positive, as you can see, especially while you look at things that are up by hundreds of percent. And we're going to start getting back into that positive field, as well as surpassing those levels. I think we're sitting at like $19,000 or $20,000 that's invested in the copy trading portfolio. So feel free to check it out. Just search my name, you'll find it. Also, if you want to trade yourself, just trade outright. Get yourself a Margex account. It's a great platform. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, for taking the time to be here with me. The super chats, the likes, and even the all the people that participated in the giveaway earlier today. But yeah, I got to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next